to correspondent Sally Farad standing by in Beirut. Sally, you were part of a mass protest earlier, and people there clearly frustrated that 1 year on, no one has been held accountable for this blast, and they're on their way to Parliament because clearly no one from the political elite has been held accountable for what has happened in Beirut.
That's indeed true. So after hearing the words or the messages of the families of the victims at the port and having or giving a minute of silence, thousands of protesters have actually marched from the port towards the parliament to reiterate two main messages protesters came today to say. Protesters want justice, one, and two, they want immunities to be lifted in order for justice to be served. But it seems that protests have started to turn a bit violent. The army or the forces on ground have started firing tear gas at protesters. And there's also has been water cannons that were used against protesters. But protesters seems to be staying on ground, at least for now. There are still thousands on ground.
And the political situation, talk us through that, because we currently don't have a government in place in Lebanon, do we? And this is what is frustrating Western powers who want to help Lebanon, who are saying, first, you need to implement reforms, but in order to do that, you need a government in place.
That's very true. So Lebanon has been in political deadlock for almost a year now. After caretaker Prime Minister Hassan Diab resigned after the Beirut blast, two prime ministers failed to form a government. Now Miati has been recently assigned, but he has given himself a 10 or 15 days deadline in order to form a government. However, he seems to be facing the same problems both Adib and Hariri previously faced with Aoun in terms of government formation. And there's still questions in terms of whether the government will be formed or not. But this remains for the days to reveal in the near future, hopefully.
Sally, thank you very much for that. Sally Farad reporting there for us from Beirut. Now, the European Union has sent assistance